Yeah?
This is a wizard. This is cut it. The balloon.
Yes, absolutely.
Who's ready?
They're always...
Together. If they were just separated, they're not going to go together.
Gloves, sophisticated.
Important part of science.
How do you
All right.
separate them?
So, are you guys ready? I'm ready.
Ready?
What are you gonna do?
Does anybody know what dry ice is? Anyone under 12 know what dry ice is?
Dang it!
Okay.
Dry ice?
So,
And what is it? But is it like other ice? Is it water?
so what happens to water when you freeze it? It just turns into ice, right? So then what happens when you let ice melt?
It turns into water.
What happens if you heat up that water past boiling point?
Turns into gas.
It turns into gas. So what's really cool about dry ice is it skips liquid phase. It's like the only thing that does that, right?
One of you.
One of the there aren't very many things that
Liquid
do that.
nitrogen.
No, liquid nitrogen can be solid.
It is, yeah. But when
It goes to liquid, but it's just like it's because it's a weird. This never is liquid. They're gonna and so anyway, it's fine. So dry ice. Who knows what water is made out of? What molecules? Guess one.
Oxygen and oxygen.
Hydrogen molecule.
H2O.
Oh.
Don't film me.
Louis?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
I forgot it.
It's like Mickey Mouse.
Alright.
Who's heard of a molecule?
Maybe y'all gonna put it and I'm
Do
gonna
you heard of a molecule? Do you know what a molecule is? Molecule? Okay.
You know what an atom?
No?
It's a guy. It's a guy. Adam is a guy.
Esme, do you know what a molecule is? Esme, do you know what an atom is?
You know what a molecule is?
No.
Okay, so real quick, the real quick version is...
You're a molecule.
I'm saying, not everybody might understanding.
Okay.
I can translate for you, so.
Okay. So everything is made up of atoms. So we can think of it...
Todo en el mundo, pero todo está compuesto de cosas que en inglés se llama atoms. Porque no sé la palabra en español.
So let's think of atoms as...
¿Entendido?
What about
Que
antimatter?
todo. En sencilla,
That's next.
en la manzana, los átomos, su cuerpo, todo en el mundo, pero todo está compuesto de átomos.
Yes. Except for antimatter. So we can think of
Sí,
atoms...
y ya parece tu pelo,
Everything.
todo.
Everything.
Who's translating for me?
So we can think of atoms as little spheres, like little pelotitas, little spheres. So everything is made up of little spheres.
Everything of little spheres.
Sí, make me laugh.
Todo está compuesto, estos átomos están como
Átomos.
esféricos, pelotitas bien chiquititas.
Átomos.
Átomos.
¿Átomos? Ya, algo así.
Sure.
So water, right, is made up of atoms just like everything else. So water,
You have the periodic table.
Entonces, agua también está compuesto de átomos, como todos los demás.
so it's made up of different kinds of atoms.
Entonces, hay diferentes clases de átomos.
There's some called oxygen,
Carbon,
Hay unos que
carbon.
se llama
Number 6.
a good one.
oxígeno.
There's one called carbon.
Hydrogen.
Hay otros que están de carbón.
There's some called nitrogen.
Hay otros que están compuestos de algo.
C6H12.
Nitrogen.
Sodium pentothal. What do you
You're getting too complicated.
So, there's different kinds of atoms. Water is made up of these kinds of atoms. Hydrogen and oxygen.
Who's ever heard water be called H2O?
I need some H2O because there's two H's
And one O.
and one O.
In one piece of water.
And a molecule.
This is a molecule.
Molecules
water.
are made of
Anyway,
Okay, can we get back to dry ice?
So, this is different than normal ice. It's actually made out of carbon dioxide, which is what, when you breathe out, That's what comes out of your lungs, right?
So you breathe in this guy.
You breathe in oxygen.
You breathe in this guy.
Mostly nitrogen.
You breathe out this guy.
Carbon dioxide.
It's different. What you breathe in is this. What you breathe out is this.
Okay? So when you breathe, it's never solid, right? It's always
Air.
gas. Sorry, it's air.
You don't know what that is? Yes.
So when you can take that carbon dioxide and you put it under a lot of pressure and you make it really cold, you can turn it solid. And so these guys like smoking,
Yeah.
it's turning back into a gas because that's what it wants to be when it's at room temperature, just like water wants to be a liquid when it's at room temperature.
So like water, when it's ice, when it's a solid, all the H2Os, they're still, and they're all together.
And so now?
They're all like stacked nicely, still. When water is water, when it's a liquid, the atoms are moving around, they're hanging out. When it's a gas, they're all out.
Shouldn't you use a cutting board? No? Okay.
It's like a room.
I need a more stable surface. Okay, so anyway, that's the science. But okay, so when I see how I'm working up? Because as soon as you touch it, it'll start freezing anything it touches. It makes it really cold because this is really cold. So you have to touch it with gloves. So I got 4 gloves. We can take turns wearing them. But it does all sorts of really cool stuff because it wants to turn into gas. And so like right here, we'll put it in some hot water. Oh, what a mess.
But remember, don't touch it because it'll burn your finger. It'll burn it.
And look at what it does. See how it turns faster?
It's going straight to gas.
It's like a witch's cup.
It's not stopping in liquid. It's going straight to gas.
Oh my God!
Straight to gas.
Cool.
It is cool.
So we put it back in that one. See how when it goes underneath, it makes those bubbles?
Ooh, they're white. I don't know if
The
they
air
can
is
see
trying
it.
to get out.
Yeah.
Look. You see the white bubbles?
Oh my God.
All right, and so
Like a
Oh, look, that one. Made a bubble. Cool, huh?
Look over here. Can touch it over here.
Yeah.
Wait, wait a minute.
Right here, you.
You can't touch it. Remember, it'll burn you.
and so this is my other favorite thing to do is if you put it in soapy water, the bubbles won't pop.
Wow.
So I'm gonna touch a bubble. Once it turns into gas, it's not cold anymore.
Touch it.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
Oh my God!
See?
I'm
So
gonna try it.
Oh, so
they
neat.
come right back.
I've never done that before.
Yeah, it's just like.
I want to get on the table.
Look at this one. This one's so cool. I'm getting so
Oh my God.
excited.
Liquid nitrogen isn't a liquid. What I call liquid nitrogen.
Oh my God!
Oh no, well, I was saying it's sublimate. So when it is actually
When it's at room temperature,
it's sublimate.
if you have it as a solid, you put it at room temperature.
Yeah.
Has anyone
That's a lot.
seen a witch's cauldron? You've seen a witch's cauldron that boils over with smoke? Do you know what that is now?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's this. That's what it is.
All right, and so I'm going to show you guys one more thing really quick in a second, and then I'll start taking off pieces and we can share these gloves, and then you guys can find little containers and you can do whatever you want with it.
Can we drink it?
If you want to.
Oh, and then I can show you how the magnets work.
I was drinking.
All right.
I don't want to get this out of your stomach.
Do we get the plastic stuff?
Keep the bubbles.
Oh.
Well, like disposable.
No, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's
Doesn't matter?
carbon
Okay.
dioxide. It's,
Can I get one?
hang on a second. I'm going to show you guys something real quick.
Container? Container.
Why did you get Herman instead?
So these unique,
That's for your that's for your experiment.
It's gonna make the bubble and the balloon into a dumb balloon.
I got one.
This one's gonna blow up.
well, if it goes in, I'll get it.
Yes,
Maybe-
I can. Right now,
Oh, it is?
I'm gonna leave. See you later.
That's the future. This is gonna be the...
Yeah.
We're gonna die! And then...
Here we go. What do you think is gonna happen?
It's gonna be. It's gonna put air on it.
Maybe Herman's gonna blow up.
Yeah. Ooh, do it.
Another one.
Murder him.
There's 2 lions.
He's cool though. Get it?
It's colder. 6.
Let's see, there's enough.
Let's put water in it or no?
You can, it helps it go faster, but it'll still work like this.
Oh my God!
Are you gonna tell us what happens or are you gonna watch?
Watch.
Shake it. No, water pressure.
Oh,
You see how it freezes outside of it? Like it's turning into a gas, and so it's inflating it. Here, you can pass it around, just don't, make sure that you don't hold it for too long in the same place.
Who has a glove? What do
You
you
can shake it while you're holding it.
You need a glove.
Shake.
Shake.
Alright, so you guys want to take turns with the gloves? Or, Hunter, you're going to do the magnets?
We can try it.
Alright,
Can you
I'm
break
just
me
going to
off?
try this cool trick with the magnets.
We're gonna see if it works.
You need a big piece?
Sort of. Preferably.
Can you give me a bigger piece?
You want me to go get one? I got it.
But I'm supposed to be with knife.
Just like a more solid one.
Use hammer switchblade.
Oh no, it's fine here. Oh, does everybody have one? No, keep shaking it.
Inflating.
Hey, get out! Wait, no.
Totally inflating.
Not a fan of the balloon?
No, I don't like balloons.
Better stay away from her though. Because they apparently.
Hi.
Now we can all say, I know how to blow up a balloon with ice.
Can we get
Wow,
Herman
that's
to
so
murder him?
awesome. We're gonna try to get Herman to shrink.
Let's not kill Herman.
It can be.
Wait, can it kill Herman?
He's getting bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's turning into
It has to
Yeah.
fly.
And also you can make spoons
it's
big.
blowing up
It's really
the
cool.
balloon and it's turning
Shrink?
yeah.
Wait, she's doing it with the knife. Okay, so when you put something to the pot, so like if you warm up the knife first,
Okay, on the plate.
and then you put it on top, see, it makes that sound because it starts making it evaporate faster, and so when you're pushing down, it's pushing it away.
Ethan, why?
It's turning
Also, that's coming.
And the steam wants to rise and go up.
Oh, I'm gonna try that.
What's in there?
right.
Nice.
It turns into gas, so it's
blowing
blowing
up.
up the balloon. Or you know, I could just try to put it on top of the block.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna block.
It's gonna reach the table.
Whoa.
Be careful. How come you say that? That's so mean. That's so messed up. I know, right?
It just flattened up.
Where is this knife?
What's those ones?
So it's when you put it on a flat surface, a layer of gas will be underneath.
Oh,
when you
See,
flat it,
the little
there's
thing.
friction there.
I was thinking about that.
Maybe we can
Yeah,
use
guys. Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Pass it over here, bro.
We just need a cleaner.
Because we did that in our chemistry class.
Oh my god, it's killing my phone every day.
Pretty good. I was just like, oh yeah, this is from sixth grade. I knew it well.
Huh?
But it's sixth grade time.
What? I'm being nice.
Now the Balin's electronic. Now the Balin's electronic. We're really nice.
You were mean when I played.
They want stability, that's what
Let's not charge. Balance the equation. Why did I combine the weird?
I like that. Okay, come check it out. We're gonna see if we can get ice.
Can I see, or can somebody with a glove please go jump and move it under the board? Can you guys grab it and move it on? Just grab it with the gloves. Okay, ready? You'll put it on the board? Don't hold it too hard because it's going to freeze your fingers.
Yeah.
Drop it on there? Alright, so now, see how that piece is moving?
Whoa.
So it starts to evaporate what's underneath because the board is warm.
Cool.
And so then it'll float around like on a layer of its own gas so that it's...
We're going to be putting on cold air.
Do we have another glove? You guys